Every bite you eat, every habit you follow, and every meal you consider healthy can directly affect your heart if you are over 60. However, what if I told you that some vegetables you consume regularly? Yes, vegetables can slow down your metabolism. When seniors come to the doctor's office, they believe they are doing everything right, such as avoiding fried foods, cutting back on sugar, and eating more vegetables. The fact that people don't know that certain vegetables, whether consumed improperly or mixed with medications, can inadvertently weaken their hearts, is important to note. There are some that can raise your blood pressure, some that can interfere with life-saving medications, and some that even carry bacteria that your body may no longer be able to fight off as you age. I'm pleading with seniors to stop eating these four vegetables, or at least change the way they're prepared in this video. I'll walk you through it step by step, explain why it's dangerous, and show you safe alternatives that won't put your heart at risk. The good news? All of these dangers are avoidable. You just need to know what to look for and what to stay away from. So I'm asking you to stick with me, mainly because the first vegetable on this list is probably in your fridge right now. I want to make sure you never miss out on any of the other health tips that are tailored just for you. So before we get started, I highly recommend clicking the button and turning on the bell if you haven't already. Please write one in the comments if you found this video interesting. In that case, please write 0 to let me know how I can improve the information I provide you. One of the most common items you probably have in your fridge right now, but it contains more salt than a bag of potato chips. 1. Pickled cucumbers. Your heart is trapped in a salty trap that keeps getting tighter. They're crunchy, acidic, and often the perfect accompaniment to a sandwich. Pickled cucumbers, or pickles, are usually harmless and even delicious. However, this seemingly harmless snack can be more harmful than you think for seniors over the age of 60, especially those with a history of diagnosed high blood pressure or heart problems. Most people don't think much about a few slices of pickle when they eat them, but the reality is that those tiny pickles are soaked in brine and contain a significant amount of sodium, sometimes more than 1,000 milligrams per serving. Just one handful of pickles contains more than 2/3 of the recommended daily salt intake for people over 60. Sodium is more than just a flavoring agent. In addition to increasing blood volume and putting significant pressure on your heart and blood vessels, this is a molecule that causes water to be retained in your blood. As this pressure builds up over time, high blood pressure, stiff arteries, and eventually heart failure result. Patients come to me confused about why their blood pressure remains high, despite eating a healthy diet. They cut out fried foods, started exercising, and even gave up drinking. They never considered the possibility that the humble pickle on their plate might be the factor that was slowly sabotaging their progress. The scariest part? The damage done by salt doesn't show itself until a stroke, chest pain, or the dreaded news of congestive heart failure strikes. There are no warning signs of this condition. If you're over 60, your kidneys aren't as good at filtering salt, and your arteries are more vulnerable to damage. The hidden salt found in pickles, canned vegetables, and even healthy soups can silently undo all the hard work you've put in. What you may not realize is that cooking at home, reading food labels, and seasoning with herbs or lemon instead of salt will do more to protect your heart than you think. But salt isn't the only hidden danger lurking in your kitchen. There's another vegetable that seems completely harmless until you learn. It causes inflammation and subtly raises your blood pressure with every bite. Then, let's talk about it. 2. Chili is red. Burning agents contribute to the weakening of your heart. For many seniors, food is more than just nutrition. It is comfort, culture, and even memory. Nothing brings it back to life like a little spice. There's a little red pepper, a little hot sauce, and a little heat. That's the routine. That's the flavor. It's in the blood. The fact that this little vegetable can light a slow-burning fire inside your chest is something many people don't realize until it's too late. You experience a chain reaction in your body when you eat red peppers, especially the high-concentration variety. You will notice an increase in heart rate, increased adrenaline, and a stimulation of the nervous system. This may not be a problem for a young, healthy person. However, this extra stimulation becomes dangerous in your 60s, when the arteries become tight and the heart becomes more sensitive. Older patients have come into my office complaining of heart palpitations, chest pain, or spikes in blood pressure, often after a very spicy meal. Yet they never have any reason to believe that pepper is the culprit. Lack of heat is not the only problem. This is your body's response to stress. When you eat a spicy meal, your blood vessels constrict, your blood pressure rises, and if you already have heart disease or high blood pressure, just one meal can cause your heart to race at a dangerous rate or even cause you to have a heart attack. Eating spicy peppers regularly can cause chronic inflammation in your vascular system over time, which can wear down the pathways your heart relies on to stay alive. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should always be bland in your life. However, fire is not necessary to make food taste good. You can breathe new life into your meals without stressing your heart by using light herbs, garlic, ginger, and citrus. Take care of yourself physically. The meals you want may be soothing, but comfort should not stress your heart. What about something that is touted as a healing agent, but when eaten raw, can quickly become dangerous? If hot food silently damages your heart, what about something that is touted as a healing agent? You may be shocked to hear the latter. 3. Raw garlic. Garlic is a remedy that has made its mark in the world of natural healing, and it is especially useful when nature's medicine is against your heart. Since ancient times, garlic has been praised for its ability to lower cholesterol levels, reduce blood viscosity, and promote cardiovascular health. Many older people have a strong belief in it, and they add raw garlic cloves to their meals or even drink whole cloves of garlic as if they were medicine. Indeed, garlic has a certain level of power. However, when abused, that power can silently turn into poison. What most people do not know is that raw garlic is a powerful blood thinner. Furthermore, when combined with certain heart medications, especially anticoagulants like warfarin or aspirin, it has the potential to significantly increase the effects of those medications. As a result, your blood can become too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding, bruising, and even potentially life-threatening hemorrhage in some cases. While I was treating patients who believed they were healthy by eating garlic, I found that they were experiencing symptoms such as persistent nosebleeds, black stools, and rapidly dropping blood pressure. But the problem is not limited to bleeding. Garlic also has the ability to cause a sudden drop in blood pressure when consumed in large quantities in its raw form. People who are currently taking medication for high blood pressure may experience symptoms such as dizziness, weakness, or even fainting due to this. At some point, the heart stops getting the blood flow it needs, and that's when the first signs of damage appear. The frustrating part? It seems like you're doing everything right. You're not eating junk food, you're not taking risks. Instead, you're putting your faith in a treatment that has been praised for years and generations. Even natural foods have their limits. It's a fact. Also, by the time you're 60, your body will have changed the way it responds to both food and medicine. The best judgments about a person's health are based not on tradition, but on knowledge. Garlic should be cooked and used in moderation if you are a fan of it. However, you should always consult your doctor before using garlic on a daily basis. What about something even more common? If raw garlic can be a concern in its own right, what about something else? Something juicy, crunchy, and often consumed raw, but could be harboring an enemy you can't see. What's lurking in that seemingly healthy sprout? Let's take a closer look. 4. Raw bean sprouts. The innocent crunch of raw sprouts has the power to break an old person's heart. They seem to come alive, and full of life. There is a popular belief that raw sprouts, such as alfalfa sprouts, bean sprouts, or green sprouts, are considered superfoods because of their crunchiness, the enzymes they contain, and the pure, raw energy they provide. For many seniors concerned about their health, the idea of adding a handful of sprouts to a salad or sandwich may seem like the best option. However, beneath their adorable appearance lies a dangerous threat that can subtly undermine both your heart and your health. Sprouts thrive in warm, moist environments, which are the conditions bacteria love to thrive in. Coli, Salmonella, and Listeria can all thrive here. When it comes to recovering from a foodborne infection, young people can get by, but older people are at much higher risk of experiencing serious consequences. Our immune systems become less robust as we age, and as a result, our body's ability to defend themselves against disease becomes slower and less effective. What started out as a mild stomachache can suddenly develop into something more serious, like sepsis, dehydration, or endocarditis, a serious infection of the lining of the heart. In my many years of experience treating older patients with heart problems, I have seen how something as seemingly innocuous as an infected plant sprout can lead to hospitalization, irregular heartbeats, or worsening of coronary heart disease. The heart cannot recover while the body is fighting an infection, and sometimes the infection is not treated until it is too late to treat. This irony is particularly troubling. Despite your best efforts to consume fresh, green, and clean meals, you end up harming yourself with the very things that are supposed to be good for you. Therefore, never handle raw sprouts carelessly for this reason. Cook them first if you really want to enjoy them. In addition to preserving flavor and nutrients, dangerous bacteria can be eliminated by using stir-frying or steaming for a short period of time. When it comes to protecting your heart, it's not just about what you eat. It's also about how you eat it and how your body processes it today, as opposed to 20 years ago. Furthermore, if sprouts are such a potential risk, what about vegetables that, when consumed alone, pose no threat, but become dangerous when combined with popular heart medications? What happens next may be on your plate right now. What foods should seniors eat to protect their hearts? You may be wondering, after learning which vegetables can silently harm your heart, which foods are safe for you to consume. As you age, what foods actually help your heart heal, strengthen, and grow? The solution doesn't lie in fad diets or miracle chemicals. The solution lies in whole, real vegetables that support the specific needs of the aging heart, nutrients that help reduce inflammation, maintain balanced blood pressure, replenish blood vessels, and work in harmony with your medications instead of against them. Great options include steamed broccoli, lightly roasted carrots, sautéed kale, sweet potatoes, cooked tomatoes, and heart-healthy legumes, such as lentils and chickpeas. These meals are high in antioxidants, potassium, fiber, and plant compounds, all of which work together to strengthen your arteries and reduce the amount of stress on your heart. These vegetables are gentler on your body than raw sprouts or salty pickles, and they are easy to digest. Plus, they help keep your blood sugar and blood pressure stable. Your heart doesn't need a strict diet after age 60. Consistency, balance, and loving meals are all essential ingredients. My experience shows that people can improve their heart health not only through the use of drugs, but also by making simple, comforting, and therapeutic food. Eating a cup of steamed greens, a roasted vegetable, or a bowl of bean soup regularly can heal years of damage that has gone unnoticed. And if you're concerned that healthy food has to be tasteless or uninteresting, you might want to reconsider your beliefs. Herbs like rosemary, turmeric, garlic in moderation, and fresh lemon are used to achieve flavor without stress. Food that not only fills your heart, but also nourishes your spirit. Now that you know what you should be eating, however, there is one more thing you need to do. Mainly because even the healthiest vegetables can't save a heart that's been damaged by a small, but potentially deadly habit. So let's talk about that. A heart can still find time. The day you were born, your heart began beating for you, and by the time you are 60, it will have done so more than 2 billion times. In the past, it has never asked for anything in return. However, at this moment, it is asking for your attention. Growing old is not about getting older. It is about getting wiser. And wisdom is realizing that something that once benefited your body may no longer be beneficial to you. When consumed in the wrong way, at the wrong time, or combined with the wrong medication, vegetables that benefited you when you were young can now prove to be harmful to your health. However, now I have some great news. It's not too late for you. The damage is not yet fully healed. By making even the smallest adjustments today, such as what you eat, what you avoid, how you move, and how you relax, you can begin to reverse years of stress that have gone unnoticed. I have seen it happen. Exhausted, out of breath, beaten down seniors come back with stronger pulses, clearer thinking, and lighter legs than they were before. It's not because they're engaging in a vigorous activity. It's because they're more mindful. They listen to their bodies. Taking things one at a time, they make better decisions. Consistency is all you need. You don't need perfection. There is still time. There is still strength. And there is still love in your heart for you, your family, and the life you have worked so hard to create. So get started. Take a look at your plate. Review your habits. Get your lost vitality back. Because the next beat of your heart is a gift, and it is your responsibility to protect it. The purpose of these teachings is to motivate you to live your life to the fullest and from the heart. It is time for me to listen to you. We ask that you take a moment to reflect and share one thing you have learned that you plan to apply to your life. We should encourage and support each other as we walk this path of accepting these truths. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment with a rating of 1. If not, you are welcome to leave a comment with a rating of 1. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share with your friends. We appreciate your presence, and this is how you enjoy life in your own way.